Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Morning. Good morning, children.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How many of you have completed the task given to you yesterday? I did not look into the message on WhatsApp, but I got a message from Ananya and Shreyas. And Kanishka, she informed me the reason why she's unable to complete it. What about the others?
Ma'am, on yesterday's class, I went out, ma'am. I cannot join the class, ma'am, for half class. Then only I joined, ma'am. So I'm unable to complete the half of the thing, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, yesterday after the class, actually I went outside, ma'am, and came late, ma'am. So today I'll complete and send, ma'am.
All right. Pratiksha, you were not there in yesterday's class, right, Pratiksha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, good. Ananya and Shreyas. I think, Ananya, you have shared the pictures of yesterday's assignment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good. Good, Shreyas. Others, please complete it. Now, let me show you the answer to the first and the second one we discussed yesterday. We discussed 1 and 2 yesterday. Let's see the answer. Yesterday, I had asked you to copy the question and the figure. Please take the answer. We discussed the answer yesterday. So I'm not telling you anything now. Write down, children. In the bracket, you see theorem. Theorem is angle subtended by an arc at the center. You should not write theorem, children. You must state the theorem. Angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at any point on the remaining part of the circle. You must state the theorem completely.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you show the question, ma'am?
Question, huh? Sure, Pratiksha. Can you just take down the answer? Leave some space for the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just take down the answer. I'll show you the question. Done, children?
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've been giving you time to write down in your book, not to take a screenshot. Yesterday we copied the question and the figure for 1 and 2, for question number 1 and 2. So what you see on your screen is answer for the first figure and answer for the second figure. Okay. Yes, Pratiksha. Maybe you can take a screenshot, Pratiksha, and copy it later.
Yes, ma'am. Took, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the first one and this is the second.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Children, having understood 1 and 2 yesterday, I would like you to try the third one.
No, ma'am.
Please try this one. Write the question. Copy down the figure in your book. You can have a bangle beside you or any circular object to draw the circle. You can use the inside of the bangle or something circular. The lid of a water bottle, or you can find some small plate in the kitchen. So something circular to draw the circle. If you have a sellotape band, you can use that to draw the circle. Don't make the circle using a free hand. Only if the figure is, big and neat, you're interested to solve it. When the figure is clumsy and is not easily understood, then that affects your thought process. Yeah, what's the angle, measure of angle BPD?
$70, ma'am.
70 degree, ma'am.
70. So this is BPD, this is angle BPD, this is 70 degrees. Reason? This angle BPD is subtended by which arc? This angle BPD is subtended by which arc?
Ma'am, BC, ma'am.
BCD or simply BD. This arc BD makes this angle BPD, makes this angle This arc BD makes angle BPD. I told you from the name you can make out angle BPD is made by this arc BD at the point P on the circumference of the circle. The same arc BD makes an angle at the center BOD. BOD, see it? Angle BOD made by the same arc BD at the center O. Angle BOD, see arc BD, angle BOD at the center. The same arc BD, BPD on the circumference. So we have a theorem that connects, that gives a result for these two angles. The result meaning the relationship between these two angles. The angle at the center is double the angle on the circumference. So if this is 140, this is 70 degrees. Very good. Shreyas. And I think Kanishka answered. Was that Kanishka and Shreyas? Okay. Next is angle DCQ. DCQ. This one. Now I say DCQ is 140 degrees. Am I right? DCQ is 140 degrees. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, who is this?
Ma'am, Pranav, ma'am.
Pranav. Why Pranav? Why is DCQ 140 degrees?
Ma'am, can I say?
No, 1 second. Let me just finish with Pranav. Pranav, yes. What is the reason? Why is DCQ 140?
Wait, ma'am. No, I heard that they are limit.
Yes, Shreyas.
Ma'am, ma'am, exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to the interior opposite angle.
Perfect. Yeah. So
angle DCQ is equal to angle BOD. Ma'am.
okay, which is a cyclic quadrilateral?
Ma'am, cyclic quadrilateral is BPDC. Ma'am. BPDC. Ma'am.
BPDC. Okay, BPDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. DCQ is exterior angle. Which is the interior opposite angle?
Ma'am, that means
Ma'am, angle BOD.
How?
Ma'am, angle ODQ is the interior angle, ma'am. Angle ODQ and DCQ is only equal, no, ma'am.
See, Shreyas, you're saying this is the cyclic quadrilateral. This is the cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, so this is, you're right. BPDC is a cyclic quadrilateral. This is the exterior angle. Which is the interior angle? This one. Which is the opposite angle? Which is the opposite angle?
Ma'am, angle BOD is opposite.
How BOD? BPDC? No. How do you regard this? This is the cyclic quadrilateral. Exterior angle, interior angle, opposite angle is this one. Why are you confused with this one in the middle? Somebody else tell me.
Angle DCQ is equal to angle BPD equal to 70.
Yeah. Tell me, which angle are we trying to find? Don't mark all this in your figure, children. Don't mark all this in your figure. I've just marked them to explain. Which is that angle we are trying to find?
DCQ.
Yeah, use the letter, Ananya.
Angle B.
B. Okay, so angle B. Angle B is an exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral. Which is the interior angle for B? Which is the interior angle?
Angle Y.
And interior opposite angle?
X. Angle X.
X. Which is a cyclic quadrilateral?
PBCD.
No, come again.
PBCD.
Yeah. PDCB. Yes, Ananya, you're right. Thank you. So children, don't get confused. BODC is not a cyclic quadrilateral. BODC is not a cyclic quadrilateral. BPDC. All the four vertices must lie on the circumference of the circle. BPDC. This is the cyclic quadrilateral. This angle we are trying to find. This is the interior angle. Opposite angle is not this. This is not the opposite angle. This is the opposite angle. And we just found that this is 70. So this angle is also 70 degrees by the exterior angle property of a cyclic quadrilateral. Yes, please write down. You can see 3. You can see 3 there. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many of you have learned circles in school?
Ma'am, little bit only they taught, ma'am.
Okay. Non-fit.
Ma'am, for me completed, ma'am.
Circles trace is finished. Okay. Z school
For
done.
me also, ma'am. For me
Shivani.
also completed, ma'am.
Shivani. Okay. Mahatma Gandhi Kamla Niketan completed circles.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
For me, 2 exercises are left, ma'am.
Okay. The last 2 is it?
Ma'am?
The last 2?
They took it in a random order, so the optional exercise and one more it's left, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. I think. What about Hitesh? Your section? Have you completed circles?
Yes, ma'am. We have completed.
Deepika?
Yes, ma'am.
Finished. Okay. Vasudevan? Completed, Vasudevan? Use the chat box. Okay, fine. Nikita, what about your section?
Ma'am.
Completed circles in school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Done writing this, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All. Yes, this is your next question. In the figure given below, AOB is a diameter of the circle and angle AOC is 104 degrees. Find BDC. Are you all working on it?
Doing, ma'am.
Yeah. Got it? Shall we do it together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we know that AOC is 104 degrees. AOC is 104 degrees. Now tell me, we need to find the measure of angle BDC. Now this angle BDC is subtended by which arc? This angle BDC is subtended by which arc? I want responses.
ma'am.
Which arc?
Ma'am, OCD, ma'am.
Ma'am, BD, ma'am.
No.
CB.
CB or BC. Arc BC subtends angle BDC on the circumference. See, you can make out from the name of the angle. BDC, BDC. So BC is the arc and the angle is formed at D. The angle is formed at D. See, BC is the arc. BC is the arc and the angle is formed at D. BC is the arc. BC is the arc. This arc BC subtends BDC. Here, this one. This arc subtends this angle on the circumference. This is the point where the angle is formed. This is the arc. BC is the arc. Now tell me which arc subtends angle BDC on the circumference? Which arc subtends angle BDC on the circumference?
Arc BC.
Arc BC. Arc BC subtends angle BDC on the circumference. Now, if to use the theorem, you need to identify another angle subtended by the same arc on the circumference or at the center. Does the same arc BC subtend an angle at the center or at a different point on the circle? Identify an angle made by the same arc.
Angle BOC.
BOC, angle BOC. Now, you know that there is a relation between the angle subtended by an arc at the center and the angle subtended by the same arc on the circumference. You know the relation. So to find BDC, you need to know the value of BOC, correct?
Ma'am, 86. Yeah.
How much is BOC?
Ma'am, 86, ma'am.
How?
Ma'am, because AOB is 180, ma'am.
Correct.
So we already know AO, ma'am. So AO minus OB is equal to 86, ma'am.
No, I don't know, but you got 86.
76.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Sorry, subtraction.
76. So class, tell me if BOC is 76, how much is BDC?
38.
38. Who was that?
Pratiksha.
Pratiksha, very good. So so that's how you, handle these questions. BDC, this angle BDC is subtended by arc BC on the circumference, arc BC on the circumference. You should identify another angle made by the same arc, either at the center or at a different point on the circumference. And we know that angle BOC, from the name you can make out BOC is made by the arc BC at the center O. BDC is made by the same arc BC at the point D on the circumference. So since we don't know angle, we don't know meaning, we are not given the measure of angle BOC, we find using linear pair axiom and hence find BDC. I hope, excuse me, all of you have taken the figure.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah, the answer is right below. Take down. So this is the relation by the theorem. BOC is twice BDC. BOC is 76. I've written now 180 minus 104. 76 it is equal to twice BDC. So BDC is equal to 76 by 2, which is 38. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Work on this, children. I'll just get back. Please copy the question, draw the figure in your notebook, and try to find the angles ABC and OAC. I'm just coming back. Got the answer, children? Children, name the cyclic quadrilateral which you see here.
Ma'am, AO.
AO.
Ma'am, AOC, ma'am.
No. Children, name the cyclic quadrilateral in this figure.
Ma'am, AOB.
No.
Ma'am, there is no cyclic quadrilateral number.
There is no cyclic quadrilateral here. There is no cyclic quadrilateral in this figure. AOCB is not a cyclic quadrilateral because AOCB is a quadrilateral. 3 vertices A, B, C lie on the circle. The fourth vertex O does not lie on the circle. It lies inside the circle. It doesn't lie on the circumference of the circle. AOCB is not a cyclic quadrilateral. Yes, children, please tell me the value. Please tell me the magnitude of angle ABC.
Total 360, ma'am.
Okay.
76.666.
No.
Everything we divide using that method. Ma'am, if you divide using that method, every angle is coming like 76.666, ma'am.
No, ma. It's 130, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Ma'am, 130 means minus 360, 230, ma'am.
okay.
230 divided by 3, ma'am.
230 divided by 2 or 3? 2, no?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I also find it for C, ma'am. Angle OCV, that's why I used it. No, wait, ma'am. That means the answer is 230 divided by 2 is
Correct. So children, to find the measure of angle ABC, to find the measure of angle ABC, you need to find the measure of this angle. This angle, see, this is the remaining part of the circle. Arc AC, there's an angle formed at B. The arc is AC. The arc is AC. On the arc AC, there's an angle at B. So that means it is made by the other arc because this is the remaining part of the circle. So the major arc AC, because the arc should not subtend an angle on itself. So the major arc AC, this arc AC subtends an angle ABC on the remaining part of the circle. See, yesterday's class is very important, children. We did this. I repeated many times yesterday. Yesterday's class is very important. I hope you understood the contents which I gave you yesterday. This angle is subtended by this arc at the center. The same, see, go in the direction of the arc. This angle is subtended by this arc at the center. The same arc subtends ABC at a point B on the remaining part of the circle. See, AC is the remaining part of the circle. At the point B, this major arc AC subtends angle ABC on the remaining part of the circle. So the relation is, the theorem will be between this angle and this angle. The relationship from the theorem will be between this angle and this angle. This angle is double this angle. So this one is 130. This is 130. So the reflex of that is angle AOC is 130. Reflex of angle AOC will be 360 minus 130, which is 260 degrees. So this is 260. So this will be 260. 260? No, 230. Sorry, 230. 360 minus 130, which is 230. So this is going to be 165 degrees. Children, please acknowledge. Do we understand or no?
Understood, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Then OAC, children. OAC. Angle OAC.
Isn't it 115? 230 by 2 is 115.
Yeah. 115. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. 115.
115.
115. ma'am.
Yeah. This is 230. 230 by 2. I did a mistake in calculating. 230 by 2 is the idea which we used is correct, children. I went wrong in dividing 230 by 2. It's 115. This is 115. Yeah, okay. 230 by 2 is 115. Yeah, thank you, Ananya. Next, we need to find angle OAC. OAC, this one. OAC, this angle. OAC, this angle. So, children, is triangle OAC an isosceles triangle? Is triangle OAC an isosceles triangle?
Yes, ma'am, because OA and OC are equal as they are radii of the circle.
Correct. So OAC is an isosceles triangle because OA is equal to OC, both being the radius of the same circle. So you can call this angle. Okay, so when two sides are equal in a triangle, when two sides are equal, the angles opposite to them are also equal. So let's call these two angles X because these two angles are equal. Opposite to this side is this angle, opposite to this side is this angle. So these two angles are equal. So now 130 plus x is equal to 180. 130 plus x is equal to 180. So you will get x is equal to 25 degrees, or in other words, OAC is 25 degrees. Yes, children, please write down.
Ma'am, I can't understand for OAC, ma'am.
Yeah, just write down now. I'll tell you again. Done writing, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All of us?
Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Pranav, Rajan, your doubt was with the second part, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Pranav. We need to find angle OAC, right? Angle OAC can be identified only when you join this, when you join the points A and C. Now you see angle OAC here, yes or no? This is the angle OAC, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you see the triangle OAC?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the triangle OAC? So in this triangle OAC, we have this angle OAC, this angle. Now in this triangle OAC, OA is equal to OC because OA is the radius of the circle, OC is also the radius of the circle. So OA is equal to OC, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we have this property which says that in a triangle, when two sides are equal, the angles opposite to them are also equal, correct? Opposite to this side is this angle. Opposite to this side is this angle. So these two angles are equal, correct? Let me call them X. Now, how will you use the angle sum property? 130 degrees. Which are the three angles in the triangle? 130 degrees, X and X. Correct?
Yes.
On working this, you get 2x is equal to 50. X is equal to 50 by 2, 25 degrees. So angle OAC is equal to 25 degrees. Correct?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Now I understood, ma'am.
Yeah. But in the working there, I have not used X. You can use X. I'm using X to explain. In the working, I've not used X. Anything is fine. You can do it like this. Okay, over to the next one. Children, I'm giving you time to write the question, draw the figure in your notebook, use a circular object, don't draw a freehand circle. Yes, what's the value of x? Children, what's the value of x?
From 110.
110, correct. Can you explain that, Ananya?
Angle OBC is formed by the arc subtended by the arc ADC, and angle X is also subtended by the same arc at the center, so it will be double angle OBC.
Very good. So arc AC subtends angle AOC at the center. The same arc AC subtends angle ABC on the circumference. So the angle at the circumference is less than the angle at the center. So this is 55. This will be 110 degrees. Can we think of another way to work this? This is correct. Using the theorem, x is 110. What can be an alternate method to find x? So in triangle OBC, OB is equal to OC, right? OB is equal to OC, class.
Yes, ma'am, radii of circle.
Okay, so is it an isosceles triangle?
Yes, ma'am, so BOC will be equal to BCO.
Correct. So this angle, this one also will be 55 degrees, right? Because this side is equal to this side. In triangle OBC, OB is equal to OC. So then these two angles will be equal, isosceles triangle property. So if this is 55, this is also 55. Now by using the exterior angle property of a triangle, x will be equal to 55 plus 55, 110. You can do it either ways. X will be equal to triangle. See, there's a triangle. The side is produced. Side is produced. Exterior angle is formed. 55, 55. This is 55, this is 55. So this exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. This is the triangle. This is the triangle. The side is produced. Exterior angle is formed. This is the interior angle. Leave this. These are the interior opposite angles. So x is equal to 55 plus 55, 110. What's the measure of y? Are we all in the class? Class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Nivedita, you joined late, is it?
Yes, ma'am, I joined late, ma'am, because I was in the waiting room, ma'am. I didn't know that the class was started, ma'am. So I tried to join again. Now only I joined.
No, Nivedita, the thing is the lobby is open. The thing, everybody can bypass the
Ma'am,
lobby.
but I was not able to join.
No, that must be due to some internet issue, because I'll tell you see here, I'll show you I'll show you how my meeting options look like. See here. Can you just read? Can you read this? Who can bypass the lobby? Can you read that?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone. I
Everyone,
enable
ma'am.
this. When I start the meeting, I enable this because every now and then, due to internet issues, students will be leaving the meeting and joining. Every time I cannot go to the lobby and admit. So once I start the meeting, I allow everyone to bypass the lobby. I enable that option. See there, who can bypass the lobby? Everyone. I have other options.
Ma'am, sorry, ma'am, I was not able to raise hand, ma'am, and unmute button was not working, ma'am. Don't know why, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
1 second. No, let me make that clear because see here. So like this. When I start the meeting, I enable this. Supposing the class is at 11:30 and students join at 11:15, then you will be in the lobby. Once I start the meeting, I enable.
Yes, ma'am. I was waiting from 11:15, ma'am, but I joined at 12:30 only, ma'am. I don't know why, ma'am.
No, darling, no, that must be some other issue. And the other thing is, I don't need anybody's email ID because sometimes students may think of something like that. I don't need anybody. Anybody with the link can join the class. Supposing you share this link to your friend can join the class. I have not this meeting for this meeting. I don't need anyone's email ID or any other detail for that matter. I create the link, I share it in the group. Anybody with the link, any stranger with this link can join the meeting. It's not that, I have not, whatever, what do you say, entered your email ID correctly, which is why you're not receiving something, nothing of that sort. Anyone with the link can join. See here, everybody can bypass the lobby. If you join 5 or 10 minutes before the class, yeah, then you will be in the lobby. Once I start the meeting, everyone is allowed to bypass the lobby. So that's why when you leave the meeting in the middle, you don't have to, you will not be put in the lobby. You will directly get into the meeting. I don't have to allow anybody. It's already enabled. So,
Okay.
Nivedita, yesterday also you were not there in the class.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday I was absent, ma'am. I was outstation, ma'am, so I couldn't attend the class yesterday, ma'am.
No, but my concern is that should also be your concern. How will you follow the class? Because it's a continuation, right? Yesterday's details are important to follow today's class.
Yes, ma'am. I'll watch the recording, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
No, it's very important to take up the classes regularly because then I will be judged as a teacher. If you don't understand something today, then I am judged. If students miss one class and then take up the following class, the next class, I am put to a trial.
Yes, ma'am. I'll join the class regularly hereafter, ma'am.
Yeah, even Pratiksha. Deepika, I don't see Deepika in the meeting at all. But Deepika, you told me only one class you missed. But Deepika, you can chat, Deepika. I'll just look into the chat box. I don't see you regularly in the meetings. Regular attendees are Ananya, Vasudevan, Nikita, I'm not very sure. Pranav also, I'm not sure. Shreyas. I think both the Taruns, Arav and Hitesh. Others are like on and off. Sometimes there, sometimes not there. But I don't know if when I look into the list of attendees, you are not in the meeting due to some internet issue. Otherwise, you're there. I don't know. So I'm not able to say anything for sure. But yesterday, Pratiksha and Nivedita were not there. And yesterday, we had the introduction to, the theorems to handle these numerical sums. You both of you missed the class yesterday. So I'm like, how will you understand the class today? Please, children, regularity is very important. See, certain things we know. I don't have to tell you. It's not that, oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought I can attend the classes as and when I please. So this is nothing new. You know it yourself. That regularity is important. Every class is important to follow the next class. You miss one class, The next class might sound difficult for you. Please show up regularly, children. Everyone has to set aside this time. Even I have to keep aside my other work and to do the class. So same with you. I know you have other things to do, but when you have this class, you have to keep aside all that and take up the class. Punctuality is very important. And this is all the more convenient, right, for you. You're sitting at all of us are at our homes, and you don't have to be presentable also, because I don't ask you to turn on your video, nor do I turn on my video. So we don't have to be presentable. We are not going to show up in the video. So that is an advantage. You don't spend time traveling. Parents are also not disturbed to drop and pick their children from the tuition classes. And from my end, I don't think there's any issue. Since I'm sharing my screen, I think it is visible. It's very clear to all of you. I'm not writing on the board. Since it's a PPT and I'm sharing my screen, I don't think there is any, like problem in getting my video or audio clearly from my end. So what is the reason then? Why do we miss classes? Nikita, are you regular to the classes, Nikita?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about question number 6. Yeah, we found the value of x. We have to find the value of y. So x, we understood 2 ways of finding x. We understood 2 ways of finding x. One is by using the theorem. One is by using the theorem. Angle AOC is equal to twice angle ABC. You can see here AC, AC, same arc AC. Arc AC makes angle AOC at the center O. The same arc AC makes angle ABC at the point B on the circumference. The angle at the center made by the same arc AC, subtends angle AOC at the center. You should look at the figure when I'm saying this. Arc AC subtends angle AOC at the center. The same arc AC subtends angle ABC at this point B on the remaining part of the circle. See here, arc AC. This is the other part of meaning. This is the minor arc AC. So remaining part of the circle, major arc AC. Point B on the major arc. ABC, AOC, ABC. AOC is equal to twice angle ABC. AOC we don't know is equal to 2 into 55, which is 110. What's the measure of angle Y, children? Found Y? What is the measure of angle Y?
55, because ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, and opposite Sorry, ma'am. Supplement.
Yeah. Yeah.
125.
Correct. Name the cyclic quadrilateral, Ananya.
ABCD.
ABCD. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. B and D are opposite angles. B and D are opposite angles of the cyclic quadrilateral. A, B, C, D. You can see A, B, C, and D, all these points lying on the circle. So A, B, C, D is a cyclic quadrilateral. Opposite angles B and D, they are supplementary. So Y plus 55 is 180. Y plus 55 is equal to 180. Opposite angles are supplementary. So Y is equal to 180 minus 55, 125 degrees. Yeah, write down, children. Sixth one, you can see it there, 6.
Done, ma'am.
All right. So talking about this again, children, AOC is the angle made by arc AC at the center. The same arc AC subtends angle ABC on the circumference, AOC ABC, right? So the angle at the center is double, 55 into 2, 110. And then to find the, so we find X, this way we find X. To find Y, property of a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. Y plus 55 is equal to 180. So Y is 125. We can also find X using the isosceles triangle property. OBC is an isosceles triangle because OB is equal to OC. Because OB is equal to OC. Because OB radius, OC radius equal. So this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. $55, $55. 110. 55 plus 55 is 110. Oh, sorry, X is the exterior angle. And that is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Here is the triangle. You see something like this. This is O, this is B, this is C, this is 55, radius equal. So these two, 55. This is 55, so this is also 55. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. So this is 110. All right, children, next one.
No, 1 minute 61 answer.
Answer meaning that answer slide. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that was, I had put it up for quite a long time. Pranav, what were you doing? What happened? What were you doing? I left it for a very long time. Okay. Take a screenshot. I'll show you. Take a screenshot. This. Can you see it? Take a screenshot, Pranav. Yes, what's the measure of angle BAD? What is the measure of angle BAD, children?
180.
Kanishka, is it?
Ethics, ma'am.
Pratiksha, what is your answer?
And BAD is equal to 80.
80, Pratiksha. Okay, BAD is equal to 80.
Yes, ma'am.
What the property you used? Yes, you're right. What is the property?
Opposite angles are supplementary in cyclic quadrilateral.
In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So A plus C is equal to 180. So A is 80 degrees. Very good. What about the next one, children? Angle ADB. ADB. What's the measure of angle ADB, children?
Ma'am, 100 degrees.
100. How? 100 ADB? Shreyas? Class, what's the measure of angle ADB? Yeah, 30 degrees, correct. ADB is 30. Class, I've given you all the theorems. See, I'm not asking you something which you cannot find. We have discussed the theorems and the properties which will be applied which will be used to solve these numericals. I told you should think of write down all the theorems in a piece of paper. There are about 5 to 6. Angle at the center is double the angle of the circumference. Angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Then angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Cyclic quadrilateral opposite angles are supplementary. Exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. And that, in a circle, when a triangle is formed by 2 radii, it's an isosceles triangle. Just keep all this in front of you. One of these will help you to find the measures. So BAD, as Ananya told us, BAD is 80 degrees because I think Pratiksha told us it's 80 degrees, Pratiksha. So BAD is 80 degrees because it's a cyclic, ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. And now Ananya told us that this one is 30 degrees, correct? Because ABD is a triangle, angle sum property in a triangle. 80 plus 70 plus 30 is 180. ABD is ABD is a triangle. ABD. We know 2 angles. The third one, 180 minus 150, 30. Correct, children? Write this answer yourself. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So opposite angles are supplementary, and that's how you get this is 80. And then angle sum property in a triangle. This is the 80, the 70, so 150. 180 minus 150, 30 degrees. Finished? I said write this answer by yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, we'll discuss this and wind up the session for today.
Ma'am, today evening we have class.
No, actually, I wanted to make a class. I'm suddenly caught up with some other work. I'll have to do that compensation class a different day. I'll let you know, not today. I wanted to badly do it today and finish it, but just caught up with something else. But
Okay.
I'll let you know what you should be doing. Actually, I thought I'll discuss that at the end of the session. Thanks for reminding me.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, children. Measure of angle DAC and DCB. So DAC is this angle. DAC is this one. This is DAC. We need to find this. It's very clear that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So you can find this one. We'll do it in the order, but you can find this one. DCB, DCB. Oh, DAC is, oh, this, oh, sorry. Okay, fine. 1 second. Oh, we have to find this angle then. All right, children. So what will be the measure of angle DCB? Parallel line, transversal, parallel line. Co-interior angles are supplementary. This one is 110, so this will be 70. See, a parallel line, I'm talking about this parallel line, transversal, parallel line. Parallel line, transversal, parallel line. Here and here. This one is 110. So this one will be 70. Co-interior angles are supplementary. Because AD is parallel to BC and DC is the transversal. DC is the transversal. Co-interior angle supplementary. So this one is 70 degrees. Now in a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So 70, this angle plus this angle is equal to 180. This angle plus this angle is equal to 180. So it will be like this. So angle 70 degrees plus 50 plus angle DAC is equal to 180. First, we find 70 degrees using the property that co-interior angles are supplementary. After that, opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral, they are supplementary. So 70 plus 50 plus 20, this is not 20, this is DAC. 70 plus 50 plus DAC is equal to 180. So DAC is equal to 180 minus 120, 60 degrees. We found DAC 60 degrees. We found this 60. DCB, next DCB. DCB we already found. We had to find DCB in order to find this angle. So we already found DCB. DCB is equal to 70 degrees. Co-interior angles are supplementary. Now, if you have this question that, we have to do it in the order, why should you find DCB first and then this? Then you can, this is fine. What we discussed is fine. But just in case you feel, you have to do it in the order, find this and then find this. You should not find this one to find this angle. Just in case you feel so, then please use this procedure. This is fine. What we discussed now is absolutely fine. In that case, what you can do is this is 110, so this will be 70. This will be 70. Opposite angles are supplementary. In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. In a cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angles are supplementary. So 110, this is 70. Now co-interior angles are supplementary. This angle plus this angle. Co-interior angles are supplementary. So this angle plus this angle is equal to 180. So 70 plus 50 plus angle DAC is equal to 180. Co-interior angles are supplementary. So you should first find this angle, opposite angle is supplementary in a cyclic quadrilateral, so 70. And after that, co-interior angles are supplementary. So 70 plus this angle, 50 plus DAC is equal to 180. So DAC is equal to 180 minus 120, 60 degrees. You can do this. And then DCB, then this one. So we found this is 60. Opposite angles are supplementary. So this is 110. So this has to be 70. Or you can also say co-interior angle supplementary. So this is 70. Take a picture, children. Take a picture and complete the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, children. You remember sometime back I shared some theorems with you on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, I shared some theorems and their proofs from the chapter quadrilaterals.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please write out that, children, in your notebook. We'll discuss those theorems in the next class. They're easy to understand. So as you write, as you can just go through the theorems and read the theorem, read the proof, understand, and then write down your book. Then when we discuss in the class, it should become very clear. We'll do that in the next class. So the preparatory work is to write down the proofs in your notebook. All right, before the next class. The pictures have been shared with you on WhatsApp. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. We leave the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
children.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Pratiksha.
ma'am, can you please share yesterday's meeting's recording?